Hello everybody, Talk Wrestling TV here to bring you my Raw review from the July 25th episode. It's the new era of Monday Night Raw, apparently, so I'm just going to jump right into this. They're saying it's the new era, but they were just calling it the new era like 2 months ago. So, but let's get in immediately. We start off the show with a new intro and the new logo that we already knew about, but it looks really nice. Like, when you have that new logo and everything going on Raw, like, it feels so much better than the homogenized stuff they were doing in the past couple of years. And the theme song they're using, it just, like, if you haven't seen it, just go on my channel. I put it up. The theme song they're using is so much better than the last one. Like, the last one just made it feel so, like, PG and not wrestling. It made it feel like some weird, I don't even know, but it just immediately, as soon as I saw the old intro, as soon as I see the old intro, I think it's going to be, a not very good Raw. So I'm very glad that they redid the intro, and they redid the stage too, and I think that looks very good. It doesn't look very different, but it's something different. Like, and hopefully SmackDown isn't the same one as the Raw stage. But I guess with the Raw stage and hopefully the SmackDown stage being different, I guess that means we're getting unique pay-per-view stages as well, which I'm happy to see. So I'm happy to see that. So we start off the show with the entire roster coming out and Steph and Mick in the ring. And they announce, everything that's going on. I was like getting really hype at this part because new intro, new logo, and the new ropes too. Just little stuff like that makes me so happy. So Steph and Mick, they come out and announce that we're going to see 2 Fatal 4-Way matches, and I love Fatal 4-Ways. Like, I really love Fatal 4-Ways. Ever since I saw Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins and John Cena have that one, like, multiple man matches mean so much more to me now. Like, even, like, ones that don't even mean anything. I still like them. I wanted to make a gripe about Battleground. I don't shoot me for this, but I did not think that the triple threat could live up to its hype. I know I'm kind of straying off from the Raw review here, but it was so slow, and just the start, like, you'd think that this would be like a 5-star matchup going into this, because you make us wait for 2 whole years for this matchup. And when you finally give it to us, it's that match. Like, 2 whole years for that. Like, just watch that match. We waited 2 years to finally see that match. If Seth Rollins, Cena, and Brock could put up a good triple threat match, the Shield should put up a killer triple threat match. And they didn't. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me for this, but I don't think that they did the best they could do. Anyway, so let's get back to the Raw review. We start off the first Fatal 4-Way. It's Finn Balor, I think Rusev. Yeah, Finn Balor, Rusev, Cesaro, and Kevin Owens in a Fatal 4-Way. And, like, I looked at this match, and I immediately recognized, like, all these guys came out of NXT. Like, it's so cool how NXT is, like, really taking over Raw. Like, if we look at the whole roster, the majority came out of NXT. Like, I can't find anybody that didn't come out of NXT. Like, there aren't a lot of people. Like, there's Sheamus and Jericho, I guess. But, like, there's not a lot of people. Like, every single match on this show had somebody from NXT that came directly out of NXT in there. And I think that's really cool. Like, AJ Styles didn't come out of NXT, but it's like 5 or 6 people that didn't come out of NXT. NXT is really, like, literally taking over. So Finn Balor wins using a coup de grace on, I think it was Rusev. And I really enjoyed that match. I thought it was better than the other Fatal 4-Way. It was really nice. I really liked that match, but it wasn't the best match, but I think that it definitely lived up to its potential. Anyway, so next match we have Nia Jax against a local competitor, also known as Britt Baker, who's apparently, I think she's the sister of Bart Baker. Anyway, so, it's not really anything to talk about, just a squash match. Nia Jax goes over after she delivers 2 leg drops, which I think Nia Jax should really change her finisher. Like, the leg drop, it's been used by too many people. Like Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler, Hulk Hogan, all these really good people are using leg drops, and Nia Jax is just using a basic leg drop. It doesn't even look impactful, it just sits, you know. She needs a better finisher because she's like a big built woman. She can't have a leg drop as a finisher. She needs to have like a big body slam or something like that. Like I'd be alright if she used the power slam, like the British Bulldog. But I guess the leg drop is alright. But yeah, so that match was nothing to be excited about. Next match was Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Again, more presence of NXT. Reigns and Sami against Y2J and Sheamus. And I thought this match was also pretty good. I was actually rooting for Zayn because we never saw Zayn versus Balor in NXT, and I thought that if we saw Zayn versus Balor as the main event of the quote-unquote New Era Raw, I thought that would be a good move. But I also, like, that's my opinion, but, like, when I looked at the guys who were in that match, Sheamus, who hasn't won a main event match in, like, a month, and Sami Zayn, who also hasn't really won much. He just came off of that great match against Kevin Owens, and again, like, I can't really see him winning that match. And then there's Chris Jericho, who is built like the only reason he's here is to put over new talent. He even said so himself. And Roman Reigns, like, you got. Obviously, Reigns is going to win. So, I wanted Zayn to win, but Reigns obviously won. He beats, I think he pinned Jericho. I don't remember, but he speared someone and won. Yeah. And then, Neville makes his return on TV against Mr. Irrelevant, which was Curtis Axel. And I guess Mr. Irrelevant means that he was picked last. The commentators had to explain that to us. Like, when JoJo announced that Mr. Irrelevant was Curtis Axel, immediately the commentators were like, yeah, they called him Mr. Irrelevant because he was picked last. But, like, at least he was picked. Because Heath Slater wasn't even picked at all. So, yeah. Mr. Irrelevant obviously puts over Neville. Too many squash matches. There's like 4 on here. Anyway, so, then the New Day come out for their segment, and they pick a member of the crowd to be an honorary member of the New Day, and so they pick a random guy out of the crowd with a weird goatee thing going on. I don't know what that was. So, Big E goes, alright, Sonny boy, what is your name? And then, his name, he said, was Sonny Boy. So, he had to, of course the New Day didn't believe him, so they kept questioning him, like, your birth certificate says Sonny Boy, this, that. Just goes out for a couple minutes. And then eventually Sonny Boy gets to say New Day rocks, but he was really offbeat. He was like, New Day rocks, New Day rocks. Like, it was just, that was not good. And then, the club comes out, the Bullet Club, they come out, and they attack them, and Sonny Boy goes running, and then, I guess, Sonny Boy went running back to his seat, and he got some free New Day merch, because the club threw the shirts that Kofi and Xavier were wearing, and they threw the shirts at him, and he got some free New Day merch. Nice one, Sonny Boy. He was obviously a crowd plant, because WWE would never do that. Like, Dean Ambrose almost got stabbed one time at a SmackDown taping. You think that they're just gonna let a random fan in the ring? Like, even Santino was a crowd point. Anyway, so, next match was probably the match of the night, in my opinion. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the I was about to say NXT, for the Women's Championship. The WWE Women's Championship. You can see that I'm so confused here. My brain is so confused. All these matches are NXT. What is going on? What is even happening? Like, NXT is just huge right now, and it's producing so much talent. It's pumping out all this stuff. Whew. Anyway, so Sasha Banks and Charlotte have a great match. Great match. There were a couple spots where I thought it was over in Charlotte. A couple spots where I thought that Sasha Banks had in the bag. Like, Charlotte with that huge moonsault off the top. I love that. But Sasha Banks ends up making Charlotte tap again. I think that's like the third time that Sasha Banks has made Charlotte tap to the bank statement. And now, Sasha Banks is the new WWE Women's Champion. Yay! I actually thought she was going to lose here because, I thought that they would save this match for SummerSlam, where they would have, like, somebody, I thought they would have, like, Dana screw out Sasha, but no, Sasha pulls an Eddie and gets Dana kicked out. But I thought that they would save this match for SummerSlam, which didn't happen. I thought they were going to save Sasha winning for SummerSlam. Obviously, there's going to be a rematch at SummerSlam. Honest. You gotta expect that. And they'll have another killer match, They need to have, like, a ladder match. Like, the first ever women's ladder match. Like, that would be great. Imagine that one. So we go on, next match to, we gotta cool the crowd off from that match, before the main event. And so we have two squash matches. Strowman defeats another local competitor, James Ellsworth. Not sure who he is, but, he did really good, at putting him over. Strowman had his hair a little bit different tonight, which I thought looked a little weird, because I'm so used to his long hair. But, still, it's different. A lot of stuff is just different, and we need to adjust to that. And, next matchup was, Enzo and Cass defeating the Shining Stars, which might as well be local competitors at this point. Like, what happened to their push? Like, they were showing vignettes like, come to Puerto Rico, we have beaches. So, and now they're losing to the Shining Stars. Like, no, they're losing to Enzo and Cass and getting screwed out by the Golden Truth. Goldust and Archer, the new Booker T and Goldust, are playing Pokemon Go in the ring. And then it distracts, I think it was Primo, and then Enzo and Cass pick up the win. Not a very not a very good match here, but still, what happened to the Shining Stars? And then next match we have the main event where everyone thought Reigns was gonna win, but that didn't happen. We had Balor against Roman Reigns. And they put on another killer match. There were so many killer matches tonight. There was like 4 killer matches. So, Balor wins against Reigns with a coup de grace after countering a spear with a beautiful sling blade. I thought that one looked really nice. And then he gets up on the top, coup de grace, uno, dos, tres for the win. I really liked this Raw. The only thing I have kind of against it is that there were a lot of squash matches, and the Universal Championship, I'm really not used to that. Like, I guess I'll have to wait until they, like, shove it down our throats a few months later, but the Universal Championship just, it hasn't really resonated in me yet, so we're gonna have to we're gonna have to wait a few months, and maybe then, Universal Championship. I'm excited to see how that belt looks. Hopefully it's just not a version of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with a blue background, because I would really despise that. I would not like that. And so, yeah, overall, this Raw is 5 stars. Every single match got its full potential and could not be any better than it was. I'm not saying that they were producing 5-star matches every single match, but just that this Raw was just great. Everything about it I just loved the whole time. I kudos to WWE for being able to put on such a great Raw post brand split. And SmackDown is going to have big shoes to fill here, because Raw did so good, SmackDown's going to have to work their butt off. But it wasn't until I saw this Raw that I really realized that I think Raw is the better roster than SmackDown. But we're just going to have to see. It looks like SmackDown's going to be bringing in a new women's championship, which Becky Lynch will probably win, and tag team belts. But still, we're just going to have to see. Hopefully SmackDown doesn't have the same stage as Raw. I know for sure they're going to have a new logo, which we saw in the USA promo for that. We're just going to have to see tomorrow. Well, as I'm filming this, tonight, and I'll be back up with that review tomorrow. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like and share, and make sure you tell me what you thought of Raw in the comments. I know a lot of people thought that it was absolutely crud, and I don't know how people could think that. I actually loved it. But make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.